Welcome to this deep dive on mastering your financial independence. We're going to do something really practical today. We're going to build a bridge that takes you from a far-off dream to a real concrete action you can take this week. So today's focus is all about turning your vision into a solid action plan. This isn't just theory, it's a practical framework, and it's designed to solve one of the single biggest hurdles people face on their journey to financial freedom. All right, picture this. You've done the hard work. You've crafted this amazing, vivid 15-year vision for your life. You know exactly where you're headed. But then, Monday morning rolls around, and you're sitting there thinking, okay, that's great, but what do I actually do this week? That feeling? That has a name. We call it the vision to reality gap. It's that huge empty space between your long-term dream and where you are right now. And honestly, staring across that chasm is terrifying. It's like standing at the bottom of a mountain, looking up at a peak that seems impossibly far away. This is where so many people just get paralyzed and give up before they even start. Now, this framework we're diving into was developed by Tamir Kaham. He's the creator of the YouTube channel The Golden Path to Financial Independence and the architect of the whole 3 stages, 13 steps strategy. He's also the official Hebrew translator of the classic book, The Richest Man in Babylon. And that background is really key because it creates this powerful blend of modern systems engineering with really timeless ancient financial wisdom. So who is this for exactly? Well, it's for anyone who has that clear vision. You know where you want to go, but you feel totally stuck on what to do next. Our mission here is to build you that bridge, to get you from that abstract vision to very real, very concrete actions you can start taking this week. Okay, let's just get real for a second about the core principle here. The brutal truth is this. A vision without a plan is just a dream. And just as important, a plan without execution, that's just a document collecting dust. You absolutely need both to make anything real happen. So, how do we cross that terrifying gap we talked about? We use this, the 5-stage framework bridge. Think of it as a clear, linear path that walks you from the abstract all the way down to the concrete. We start with the big vision, break it down into goals, then into smaller milestones, then into weekly actions, until finally it becomes your reality. Each stage just gets more tangible and more actionable than the one before it. All right, let's start with stage 1, moving from a vague dream to a truly structured vision. You see, the problem with a dream is that it's fuzzy. And as the subtitle says, you can't engineer a bridge to somewhere nice. You need precise coordinates. Just look at the difference here. A dream is a feeling. I want to be free. You can't really act on that, can you? But a structured vision, that's a detailed specification. It answers a very specific question. What does my ideal day look like when my passive income covers all my expenses? Suddenly it's about details. Where do you live? Who are you with? What time do you wake up? When you get this specific, it stops being about some abstract number and starts being about your life, your time. To make this super concrete, let's follow a case study. Meet Sarah. She's 35, earns $4,000 a month, and she wants to hit financial independence by the time she's 50. Now, her vision isn't get rich, it's this. I wake up at 7 a.m., no alarm, in a coastal town. My mornings are for writing, my afternoons are for hiking. I only work 10-15 hours a week because I choose to. See, that is a specification you can build a real plan. Because Sarah's vision is so specific, it lets us move right into stage 2, turning that vision into concrete goals. This is the part where we shift gears, we go from imagination to math. In this system, every good goal needs 3 simple things. A what, that's the specific outcome, a how much, the actual number, and a when, your deadline. So based on her vision, Sarah figures out she needs about $2,500 a month in passive income to live that coastal life. And just like that, her primary goal is born. Achieve $2,500 per month in passive income within 15 years. Clear, simple, actionable. Now hold on, you might notice her goal is $2,500 a month, not her full $4,000 salary. Why? This is a really critical distinction. Financial independence is not the same thing as wealth. FI is simply when your passive income covers your desired lifestyle, giving you freedom over your time. Wealth is accumulation way beyond that. And here's the key takeaway. Financial independence is achievable first. It's the first stop on the journey. But let's be real. A 15-year goal is a beast. Staring at that every day is a surefire way to lose motivation. Our brains just are not wired for that kind of delayed gratification. And that brings us to stage 3, from goals to milestones. Your brain needs checkpoints. It needs wins along the way.
So we break that massive goal down. Instead of staring at the mountain peak, Sarah focuses on her very first milestone for year 1. Her goal is to reach an FI index of 0.05. Now, the FI index is just a simple score from 0 to 1 that tracks your progress. 1.0 means you're totally free. So for her, that means generating just $125 a month in passive income. Now, that might sound tiny, right? But psychologically, it is huge. It's infinitely more than zero. It's the proof of concept that this whole thing actually works.
Okay, now we get to the most tactical, most important part of the whole framework. Stage 4, from milestones to weekly actions. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is where we connect that first-year goal to what you can actually do tomorrow morning.
So let me ask you a question. If your ultimate goal is total freedom in 15 years, what does that journey look like in month 1? What are those first glorious, liberating steps you take? Well, here's the unglamorous reality. For Sarah to hit that first milestone, her first month looks like this. Week 1, map out all of her spending. Week 2, build a budget. Week 3, open a savings account. Week 4, read a book. Let's be honest, this is agonizingly boring. There is no Hollywood montage here. And that is exactly why most people fail. They can't handle the mundane, foundational work that freedom is actually built on. If you take one thing away from this whole explainer, let it be this. The real magic isn't in some flashy stock pick or some secret investment. It's in the aggregation of boring admin. It's the consistent, week after week execution of small, unexciting, fundamental tasks. That is what builds lasting freedom.
But of course, life happens, right? The market zigs when you expect it to zag, your car breaks down. A plan is totally useless if you can't stay on track. And that brings us to the final critical piece, stage 5, the execution loop. Because a plan might be linear, but executing it is a loop. This is your personal guidance system.
Think of it like a rocket heading to the moon. That rocket is actually off course over 90% of the time. Its guidance system is constantly making thousands of tiny corrections to stay on target. This nested review system, this is your guidance system. It's a 30-minute check-in every week, a 60-minute review every month, a deeper strategy session quarterly, and a big annual review. These are the non-negotiable appointments with yourself that keep you from drifting off course. Okay, so now it's your turn. Here is your challenge. Go into your calendar right now and schedule 50 minutes to build your own action bridge. Step 1, spend 15 minutes writing out your structured vision. Be vivid, be specific. Step 2, 10 minutes to choose one concrete goal from that vision. Step 3, 15 minutes to define 3 milestones for that goal. And finally, step 4, 10 minutes to choose just one action for this week. And I want to end on this. 1. That's your entire focus, just one action for this week. The point is not to solve your entire financial life in 7 days. The point is to break the paralysis, to prove to yourself that you can go from just thinking about this stuff to actually doing it. That first step, no matter how small it feels, is everything. Before we wrap up, a quick but very important disclaimer. This content is strictly for educational purposes. It is not personalized financial advice, and there are absolutely no guarantees of results. You are responsible for consulting with qualified professionals and for making your own decisions. So, to quickly recap everything, that vision to reality gap, that's where most dreams die. The 5-stage framework is the bridge you built across it. And remember, the real magic is in the aggregation of boring admin. And that weekly review cycle is the guidance system that keeps you on course. So what's your only goal for this week? Break the paralysis with one single action. For a much deeper dive on this entire system, including visuals that make these frameworks a lot clearer, please visit the YouTube channel, The Golden Path to Financial Independence. The easiest way to find it is to search for the handle @Tamir Gold Path. And of course, make sure you subscribe to get the complete series. You have your vision. You now have a framework. It's time to go take that first step.